everybody, it's Friday the 11th of December, and that means it's time for us to open another door on the Kinder Chocolate Mini Advent Calendar. I wasn't entirely certain if I was going to make any more of these videos, mostly due to what happened yesterday. When I started recording the Raffvent videos, I did not expect to be in a position where a bunch of armed men and women broke down my door and dragged me away for daring to discuss the role that wrapping paper played in the Kennedy assassination. Since the rather tumultuous end to yesterday's video, I have spent a certain amount of time talking with my lawyer, who's advised me that I should stay away from the entire subject of wrapping paper and the military-industrial complex for the foreseeable future. With that in mind, the video I made has had to be taken down thanks to a cease and desist order, which means, unfortunately, that you'll not be able to see the reveal that showed us yesterday's surprise seasonal building society picture. You'll just have to take it from me that nobody guessed that was what was going to be there. And then we will move on to door number 11. Tonight we have a guest guesser who is Emma Stanton, who I understand works in the coffee and sarcasm industries. And her guesses are a snowman, as is traditional, a cheery little elf, and a festive jack-in-the-box eating children. Well, in a moment, I'm going to open this door. I'm going to give you the traditional 12 seconds of Raffvent break for you to try and make your own guesses about what you think might be behind there. Whether you think it would be a snowman, a cheery little elf, or a festive jack-in-the-box eating children, or whether you think it might be something else. We've had a reasonably good hit rate so far, however, so I think there's a good chance it's going to be one of the three things that Emma has guessed. I'll see you in 12 seconds, assuming I'm not dragged away and thrown in jail for mentioning the Kennedy assassination. Have you locked your guesses in? Now is time for us to open door number 11. I was just looking over this actually, and given that we've nearly got half the doors open now, I've probably got enough doors to do a clip show if I were to put my mind to it, and that might well save me a little bit of time, or more likely take twice as long. Anyway, door number 11. Door number 11. Do we think Emma will have been successful in her guess? A traditional snowman, a cheery little elf, or a festive jack-in-the-box eating children? Dun, 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 dun. It's a festive jack-in-the-box eating. I assume those are children. I think it's actually Geordie Funsters, Anton Deck in their roles as PJ and Duncan from long-running children's television show Bite Gag Groove, who are being menaced by the festive snowman. As you can see, there's a festive tree on his festive jack-in-the-box, and there is another tree next to it. They've clearly just opened this giant, sinister-looking parcel. And now the festive jack-in-the-box, whose face for some reason is green, I suspect that has something to do with the fact that the artist had forgotten to put a light on while he was colouring it in, is almost certainly going to devour them. Look at them there, with their little scared faces, shouting, "Why-yi!" at the tops of their little Geordie lungs. Anyway, that was day number 11, and we should hopefully be back tomorrow to open calendar picture number 12, and I will leave you now with our fun Yuletide fact, reminding you of course that it will be fun and not educational. But also, before we go, I'd just like to say a word from our sponsors, Festive BD Building Solutions. If you need a building solution, they've got a cement mixer. Bye! According to superstition, a cursed Christmas song brings bad luck to all who hear it and may even trigger the apocalypse. Released in December 1984, the song in question was written and produced by a little-known friend and sometime collaborator of Andrew Ridgeley, George Michael. The song reached number 1 in Denmark, Slovenia and Sweden, and number 2 in 9 countries: Belgium, Germany, the Netherlands, Hungary, Italy, Norway, New Zealand and even the United Kingdom, and this was in the 80s when people bought records. All the royalties from the record were donated to relief efforts for the Ethiopian famine. The song was the most played Christmas song in the 21st century until it was overtaken by Fairy Tale of New York in 2015. Still, despite its popularity, people soon began to notice a sinister pattern. Over the more than 30 years since it was produced, many of the people who heard the song later encountered misfortune, sometimes as much as 11 years or more after the fact. This led to the tradition of Whamageddon, an important ritual observed by hundreds of people around the world in which they do their best not to hear the song during the Christmas season. This may involve avoiding crowded areas where the song might propagate, burying all radios in the backyard, wearing festive earmuffs anywhere the song might happen, or even retreating to a wham-proof bunker until the danger has passed. Those who are unable to avoid the song are said to go to Whamhalla, where they are forced to listen to the song on an eternal loop until Boxing Day. Only the original recording is believed to be dangerous, with scholars comparing it to the famous Ring video. But even so, many people prefer not to take the chance that remixes or cover versions are safe to listen to. The cultish Christmas tradition is a relatively recent development, which historians believe started on the online internet forum GT Planet in 2010. In December 2018, British stand-up comedian Romesh Ranganathan, renowned Taskmaster runner-up, posted a tweet explaining the rules of the ritual to his then 416,000 Twitter followers. Mainstream and local news then proceeded to further raise panic about the misfortunate ballad. These days, the exact details of the song are unknown because nobody can listen to it. It is believed to involve a dark Christmas ritual in which the singer carves out their own heart and tries to force it on another, only for that person to in turn pass it on, like a hot potato or bottle of port. In 2020, a brave attempt was made to defuse the curse song by one Perry Piercy of the English South, but Wham Hunter has so far failed to achieve as much interest as Whamageddon, and perhaps with good reason. After all, who wants to take the risk that a cursed song will not bring misfortune to those who hear it?